What is up, Gardinos? Now, real quick, let me explain. I'll probably do this for a little while because I like it and you need to know. Gardinos is what I call guardians in my language, which I don't have a language. I'm just making it up because it's fun and that's how I want to do it. Want to fight about it? No, I'm just kidding. I made sure I Googled Gardinos. How I don't remember how I spell it, but the way I spell it, it actually does not exist in the world as any sort of word. So I am not offending anyone or saying anything in a foreign language. So we good. So I'm thinking about contacting Webster and see if we can get it put in there. Rachel Ray got EVOO, extra virgin olive oil put in there because she's cool. So why can't I be cool? But that aside, that's not why you're here. You're here because you want the Nightfall guide. You want to see how to beat it, what's the best way, because this week it's kind of a little stacked, especially at the boss part, but it's also really fun. And also, I'm hoping you want to see some of the loot at the end that I get. So let's start off with the, first I'll tell you what the Nightfall is. This week the Nightfall is Blighted Chalice. And if you don't know which one that is, it is the Malok strike, where you got the big, huge, what is he called? He's like a taken, fully grown thrall, I think is what Eris explained. Basically, you just got to fight all the way to the end, pop his head open, bust him up, kill him, and then get that sweet loot. Now, first off, let's talk about the mods. So the first mod that we have it every single week. It's no different ever, is Epic. And basically what Epic is, it just means that there are more enemies. They're more aggressive, which means it's harder to make them flinch and do other things like get off of you. And then there's also more shielded enemies. After that, we have Void Burn, which Void Burn is a great thing this week. There are luckily not a lot of void weapon wielding enemies or void ability enemies. All the wizards are actually arc. Normally, sometimes they will switch to whatever the burn is, but luckily this time they're not. The only problem is at the very end during the boss phase. When you get him down to a quarter of health and you pop the bubble on his head, he starts letting out the little Siva balls, kind of like Golgoroth in the Kingsfall raid. Or not Siva balls, but like taken orbs, whatever they're called. And one hit from those will completely kill you every single time if you're not careful, especially if you have some health already lost. So you're going to want to watch out for that big time. But we'll talk about that later. You've also got catapult, which is another great bonus. So you're going to be throwing a lot more grenades. And then we'll get into the last two, which are the not as fun ones. So first is juggler, which means whatever weapon you're shooting with, enemies will not drop ammo for that weapon. So if you're killing enemies with nothing but primary, you're going to run out of primary because you're not going to have any ammo drop for that weapon. But a quick fix is just switch over to a shotgun or your sniper or whatever it is you like to use in your secondary or your heavy. Kill a few adds and it should drop you some primary, and then vice versa for any other weapon. And then lastly, we have grounded. Unlike last week where we had airborne, grounded means that if you jump in the air, more damage is done to you. So if you're around something that is void and you jump, you're definitely going to die. So just be cautious this week. It's a lot of fun if you let it be, but you got to be cautious to allow it to still be a lot of fun. Let's talk about weapons and then we'll do supers. So weapon wise, guys, this week I just stuck with my hung jury just because I love it. You know, there's no other primary besides the zavala that has a burn on. Oh my goodness, I just hit my mic. That has a burn. So this week just kind of use whatever primary makes you happy. I chose to go with a legendary instead of like, you know, the Outbreak Prime or something like that because I wanted to use the Telesto. And we'll talk a little bit later about what weapons to use in specific parts, but I like using the Telesto. If you like a sniper rifle, you can play a really good part in this. If all your weapons are void, you know, put you on a good rocket launcher or a good machine gun. I would recommend a machine gun just because it helps at the end with the boss, but it's totally up to you. Really this week, as long as it's void, you're fine. But the biggest part of this is supers this week. So for supers, of course, you're going to want to use your void subclasses. So let's start with the Warlock. That's the first character that I use when I play my Nightfalls with my buddies. Warlock, if you don't have a Warlock, you're really missing out this week because Warlock is basically the funnest character to play this week, especially if you have Nothing Manacles. So Nothing Manacles allow you to have tracking on your scatter grenades, and your scatter grenades are better. Now, Not only that, but if you get a second scatter grenade and it's catapult. Plus, when you kill something with the scatter grenade, it makes your grenade regen faster. So basically, what I'm getting at is you have pretty much unlimited grenades the whole time as long as you're killing stuff. And man, it is so fun. You'll walk into a room and just destroy everything before your friends even have a chance to. I think I had like 200 and something kills at the end of that Nightfall, and everybody else had a lot less. I'm pretty sure. We'll see it here somewhere, I think, but I think it was a lot less. But either way, it was still so much fun just throwing my grenades out and all of those thralls at the beginning just disappearing, or like the little taken scions. Moving on, next I like to use my Titan. Of course, you're going to want to use Bubble. Now, I would recommend Blessing. Just because at the end and any other part, you want to have some shield on you. You're not really worried about weapons, pretty much, in my opinion. There's no like specialist, there's no small arms, so you don't have to worry about your other weapons being lower in damage. So I would just stick to what you like and not worry about the weapons because you want to stay alive. And also, that's kind of one of your bounties this week is the fearless thing. So if you can nobody die, you might get a point towards that as well, unless it's specifically for Siva strikes. I can't remember. And then let's see, moving on to your hunter. Of course, you're going to want to use Night Stalker. The tether is great, especially on the boss at the end. But it's good for just demobilizing the ads for a minute and kind of making them quit shoot at everybody. And you can do the bonus damage to them. Plus, you can make a ton of orbs for your fire team. Plus, you can have those invisibility melee grenades in case you get in kind of like a pickle, I guess you'd say. And you also can have those little fire wave grenades. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called, but they shoot the kind of like the wall of purple flames out. And basically, you can kind of hold enemies back if you need to, or do a lot of damage to a lot of enemies at one time. But that's pretty much it for supers. Just kind of keep it void. If you've got nothing medicals for Warlock, put it on. And if you've got, anything else you like putting on for the other characters, go for it. Moving on from that, let's talk about these sections. Now, as far as section goes, let's see, there's there's 3 sections. One of them's kind of, I don't know, you could split the second one into a bunch, but we'll just start with the first one. First one is kind of the room you spawn in, which is Golgoroth's lair from one of the first strikes you play in when you actually, not Golgoroth, Fogoth. Fogoth. Sorry. So the summoning pits, where you fight Fogoth on the moon, that is where you start for this strike, and I'll have it playing in the background. Pretty much, you see Malok there. He kind of disappears once you shoot at him, and then basically a wave of ads spawn. These are going to be all taken scions, so they'll multiply, so just kind of watch out for them. They will kill you pretty quick, even though they're all arc, because there's so many of them. So take them out, take the blights out, and then you're going to have to walk over to the door that you'll leave through and activate the little next section. So basically there's going to be 3 orbs pop up, but to get to each orb you have to kill a wave of enemies. When the waves start coming out, each one's going to have, thrall and different things like that, but they're either going to have a yellow bar knight with a sword, a yellow bar knight with a cannon, or a yellow bar shielded wizard. So those can kind of be random. I had both. Actually, I had all 3 different kinds come out for me at different times, so it just depends. So just be aware of that, because, if the wizard's coming at you, she's going to hit you with all those shocking balls or whatever. And if the knight with the boom cannon comes at you, he's going to be hitting you from up top, so just keep a lookout. And then if you got the sword guy, you might not actually notice him until he's actually hitting you with the sword. So just keep an eye out for everything. After you get through with the first one, if you're looking from where you spawn, looking up at where Malok is standing, the first orb is going to be up on the little bitty platform to the far right. The second orb will be in... No, that's wrong. I'm sorry. First orb will be in the center of the room where Malok first spawns. Second orb will be far right of the room up on the little platform. And then third orb, when you're finally finished with that area, will be in the far left in the little corner. Once you finish that part, you'll go. When the door opens, there's going to be about 10 to 15 explosive thrall. Just throw a grenade in there, hit them real quick with a heavy. You'll blow all of them up, get a bunch of points. And this is basically starting the second section. So the second section, you're pretty much just fighting enemy after enemy trying to get to the boss. You'll go through, I think that first part, after you kill the thrall, you'll have like a knight and a wizard, maybe 2 wizards. And then there's a possibility for you having a taken centurion. And then you'll move through there, and then there'll be some thrall, another wizard, and then more knights and wizards and things like that. Don't have to worry about any of it being void. Just make sure you kind of take it slow, kill everything as you go so you can get all those points for your gold tier. And then finally, you'll eventually get to the boss room once you've made it all the way through there. It's actually a pretty long second section if you think about it as far as like running through the area. And then on the boss battle, you'll kill all the little ads that are in the room at first. Then finally, Malok will pop up. And pretty much every time you get him down a certain amount of health, I can't remember what percent health it is, but every time you bring him down a certain amount, there will be a little sound cue that goes off, and he'll kind of like he'll bow his chest up and act like he's summoning something if you're looking at him. And basically a blight will pop up in the little middle of, like, the very back of the room when you first come into the room, under the little awning of that, you know, the Shrine of Oryx. There will be a blight pop up with two taken man, what are they called? The Shield Cabal guys. I can't remember what they're called. Legionnaires, maybe they're, I can't remember what they're called. The Shield guys. Two of them will pop up. They will kill you quick if you're not careful, so just watch out for them. You know, have a grenade ready, or, you know, your Telesto or rocket or machine gun, even a super. And then on each side around the rest of the room, there will be blights pop up with ads each time. The tricky part, and this is what killed us multiple times, when you get down to where you pop his head. Now, this is also where I was saying a minute ago where what weapons you have matter. So me and Dip were using Telestos, and then the other guy was using a sniper rifle. The sniper rifle was taking him down so quick we didn't actually have to shoot him very much, so we kind of focused on ads and the blights and things like that that pop up. Once you get his head popped, he's going to start shooting those little bitty man, they're like the Golgoroth orbs that come at you. They're going to come at you and they're void. So one hit's going to kill you. So you need to make sure that you take those out. Whenever he gets down to where he has no, you know, his head explodes, you need to focus on those only. Take out the ads in the middle with that blight, and then don't worry about none of the rest of the ads. Just stay away from those orbs, because that is what will end your group. A good bubble right there, a good tether, and you will be able to kill Malok very quickly when you get him down that low. This is where the machine gun comes in for me, because my machine gun tore him up very fast. So hopefully you'll have the same you know, effect as well with your fire team. We died multiple times because we weren't paying attention to what each other was doing. We kind of were just shooting and doing whatever. We wasn't really focusing on any certain job for each person. So I would recommend one person shooting Malok all the time and two people constantly focusing on ads, specifically the ads in the center of that little underhang of the Oryx shrine at the very back where you kind of stand the whole time. That's where you need to focus on those ads, because the other ads can't shoot you if you're in there. And then once you pop his head, you need to keep it the same rhythm. You know, focus on Malok one person, then two people focus on shooting his little orbs. And in between his little orbs disappearing or whatever, shoot him. And you'll get him down very fast. You'll get your gold tier. You'll get all that sweet loot, and you might open up the chest and get you a hood of Malok for your hunter. I also got, you know, I think something for the warlock as well, but it's not as cool. I think I've gotten it in other strike boxes before. I did not use 3 skeleton keys this time just because I'm getting low on them, and I want to save them up for a future like video where I do a bunch of them at one time. I've been talking about that for a while, so I want to do that. So I opened up the very first one. We got the hood of Malok and everything, but I'll show you that in a second. That's pretty much it, guys, as far as the walkthrough goes on how to get gold tier. Now we're going to move into the loot, and I'll let myself talk. I hope you've enjoyed this section. I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, I was basically gonna turn it over to myself, but I didn't realize that I had the Grand Tour playing in the background when I made this video. So I apologize for that. If you haven't watched the Grand Tour, it's a great show with cars and it's got a lot of production value, and it's something that you don't see a lot in shows today. So if you got Amazon Prime, check it out. But I'll kind of talk over this section. The reason that it does have the stuff playing in the background is because this is actually my second character, my Titan. Something got messed up with the recording of the boss section on my Warlock, the ending part, so I had to switch to my Titan here, but I had that playing in the background, so it's not really that fun to watch because it's all just a bunch of babbling in the background that doesn't make any sense. But basically, with this part of it, this bubble and everything else here, you have to have the stuff working in the right way. The tethers, and which we didn't have a tether in this part right here, but a good tether on these ads or the boss is definitely great. Having these bubbles where you can peep in and peep out, because those little orbs, once you pop his head, are going to mess you up. And the ads, just because there's so many of them, they will actually hurt you as well if you're not careful. So it's good to just be cautious and stay safe. I play it safe. I think on the first try on my warlock, we died like 4 times at this part, because, you know, we popped his head and we forgot about those ads, and then he sent in his little bitty those things right there, and they'd come in and they'd mess us up. So you just got to be prepared. You know, try to shoot them, but if you can't, stay in your bubble. They will eventually pop. Don't run out. You will die, even with that overshield that I found. You got to make sure you maintain damage and everything on those ads there. That's going to be how you're successful. But see, right here, I'm using the if materia from the raid. It is perfect for this part. You totally eat through him and his health. Just watch his health just go down to nothing. It's a very quick fight if you've got the right stuff. A good void sniper will also take him down very fast. But let's see right here. We're going to get it pretty close here. I'm about to turn it back over to myself because I did pause the video. There will be a little bit of play in the background. But right here after he dies, I'm going to put it back over to the gameplay audio. So hopefully we'll kill him pretty quick. I do apologize for that, and I'll see you guys next time.
I didn't put my 3 coins on it.
Yeah, I haven't taken 3 coins yet.
That's alright. Hey, I got 2 bounties down.
Just a helmet.
Yeah. I got a bond for my warlock. I'm assuming there's maybe 1 for each. There's like a generic one.
Oh, I got a...
Hello.
Chest piece though, I'll take it.
Is that there? A Suros regime? Nice. Let's see what we get out of these bounties.
Just gotta swap out characters if that's alright.
Yeah, that's fine.
I gotta go to the tower too.
Alright. Discipline strength. Nah, let's see. Suros, now we'll hold on to it. LDR 5001. Triple tap. Perfect balance. Hand laid stock. Unflinching. Oh, he's almost dead back here. Got him.
There he is.
Oh shoot. What, 1 hit? Dang. 1 hit. Wow.
This is our charge, Guardian. This is our fight.
Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, hood him a lot. Duh. I didn't get no exotic though. That's alright. That's alright. Let's see what this hood got on it. 58, 59. Intellect, strength, inverse shadow, second thoughts, better already. Oh, I like better already. Huh.
Alright.
Okie dokie then. Well. Alright. What's it even got on it? Should, oh, I like that too. Cool. What do we get? What do we get? The devil you know.
What's that?
The devil, it's a hand cannon. Motion tracking.
LDR.
Oh, super reinforced barrel, nice. Army of one. Huh. Try that one out. Looks alright. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm gonna keep what I got on then. Alright, I'm gonna switch on over.
Princes of the hive hunger for
No
light.
exotic, come on.
This is our charge, Guardian.
I don't need any more exotic kingdoms anyways. I'm almost out of room. I can't even put nothing in my vault almost anymore. Let's see what rewards we get. What rewards? And I'm going to bed.
Thanks, guys.
Uh-huh.
Yep, appreciate you out, man.
Oh, hello. Winter 2015 emote and Skyburner's going back to the tower because I ain't got no room for it. We'll check that out in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. Let me check out the postmaster right here. She's got my little helmet. Ooh, and two of these. Real quick, let's talk about our loot. So we just got these Skyburners Annex, which I'm going to delete because I've already got it. Actually, no, hold on, let's see. Intellect and strength. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to keep it over the one I've got. I'm going to delete the one I've got because I don't like just intellect. I like having the balance out. So actually, that's a good thing. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm keeping this one. We did get another Hood of Malok, but I did delete it because it is not as good as this one, and the roll is the same. It's only 86% of full roll. So I just got rid of it, but I got one of these out of the chest. I'm not doing the 3 skeleton keys this time just because I want to save some skeleton keys up and do like a bunch of them at one time for you guys. We won't do that for a few weeks, but I kept doing the 3 every week, so I wasn't able to. So I'm going to save up some of them now. Let's see, what else did we get? Nothing over here. We also got a sniper rifle. LDR 5001. It's got triple tap, perfect balance, hand laid stock, and unflinching. So I think this will be a fun sniper rifle to use. And then we've also got a we've also got the Suros regime, which I'm going to delete because I've already got a Suros. But still, it's a good exotic to have. If you haven't got it yet, make sure you get it and keep it. It's a good gun to use, whether PvP or PvE, in my opinion. This devil you know has got Relentless Tracker. It's also got reinforced barrel, which I actually really like reinforced barrel on my hand cannons. I'm pretty good at controlling the stability, so their extra range is great. But it does have Army of 1, so I mean quick unassisted kills with this weapon. Reduced grenade and melee cooldown. I don't really care too much about that. I'd rather have some other perks that can help out, like Luck in the Chamber or something like that. Let's open up these last 2 things right here. See what we get. Alright, so we got a badger. Ooh, I really wish. I've been wanting. Here, we'll check the helmet first. I've been wanting for so long now. Let's see, intellect, strength 59. Ooh, 40. Let's see, 43, 62. So actually, you know what? Let's see. I'm gonna use this one. Put that one on. I'm gonna delete that one. Keep that one because this one's better than the one I had. Nice, cool. You replenish health when you pick up an orb. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Oh, now this badger. I had a badger when this game first came out, and it had explosive rounds on it, and I loved it so much. and I haven't gotten one yet with explosive rounds. All I've gotten is pretty much crap each time. So let's just hope. Here's hoping. Yet again. All right, so we got Eye of the Storm, high caliber. Which, I mean, I like high caliber on this, you know, to kind of keep people swaying around, but I don't really care too much about it. Increased accuracy, handling, and damage resistance when shooting this weapon from behind cover. I like that okay, but there's not a lot of circumstances where I'm actually going to be behind cover. So for me, as far as the other scout rifles that I have, this gun is actually pretty crap to me, at least. Just because I have so many great scout rifles and pulse rifles and things like that. So I'll probably get rid of it. But that's pretty much all the loot that we got for this run. I think, what did we just... Oh, before we go, let's open up this bad boy. Hey-yo. Alright, flip a coin. Alright, so I've got a good game on right now. Okay, I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Hey, I'm all right. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all my loot. That was the guide. I hope it's been, you know, a learning experience. Hopefully, it helps you get through it a little easier. Won't make all whatever. I won't make all the mistakes that we made first run, because we died a pretty good bit there trying to kill the boss. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like on the video if you did. It really helps me out. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what's your favorite piece of gear or weapon that I got from this loot haul, pretty much this Nightfall this week. I really like the sniper rifle I got. I don't use them a lot. I've been trying to lately during the Shack's bounties. So I'm getting a little better with them. So hopefully I'll have some gameplay for you soon with the sniper rifles. I just got a really good, what is it called? Where you at? I got a really good longbow. Excuse me, I'm so tired. I got a good longbow the other day, so I'm going to be trying that out as well. Make sure you subscribe for more Destiny content. Follow me on Twitter at IamGodsElite. Check out my second channel, Gods Elite 2, for other games and stuff like that. It's in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Actually, no, let me end it with my coin flip. See you in the next video.